you push the right button?
Great start. Hi, JM.
Hi, Daraja.
How are ya?
Hey everybody, JM Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and I am here obviously with
Daraja Hill, IFBB Bikini Pro.
and we're here to do her Road to the Olympia.
Take 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
It feels really cool the second time around. You know, I know what to expect. Well, kind of. I have a better idea. You never really know what to expect though, right?
Well, you have a better idea what's going on.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you like the fact that it's still in Florida?
I do. And I actually moved closer. So I am 2 hours away instead of 3.5. So I will be driving.
Less stress for travel and everything, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of feeling like I'm still at home almost.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So you had a big year this year
I did.
competing.
Yeah.
Do you attribute that to just going all curly? Like that's the only thing you changed, right?
You know, I think it helped. It helped. You know, there's a nice wave of the curls coming back to the stage. I love it. I love big hair.
So that's her advice. Go with curly hair. Just keep your training the same, and you'll make it to the Olympia.
Major key.
Okay, we got through that.
That's it. Cut.
No, so tell us. I mean, you know, it was nice to see you winning.
Yes.
It was nice to see you battling it out with the other ladies, especially in the Tampa Pro.
Oh yeah. I mean, we went into Texas knowing it was a great show only because Sandy and Tyler were announced as the head judge. We didn't realize it was going to be an awesome production as well. Raquel and her team did an amazing job. But, you know, we just wanted to get in front and get feedback going into Battle of the Bodies because that was going to be my first show and we were dialing in pretty well. We decided to jump in a show early and secure a win.
You decided to come to the universe.
Yes.
Ask the judges to look at you.
Yep.
To see if you were on track or you were ahead of the game.
Yes.
Right. They said ready to go then, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, week later, we're in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
And there it is.
And there it is, and I got qualified, and man, it took a lot of pressure off.
Yeah.
It really did, yeah.
Right. All right. So now, let's fast forward to Tampa.
Okay.
Okay. Now, shuffling you around. Now you're next to Bikini Olympia champion, Isa Bikini. How did that feel?
I tell you, JM, that it was very surreal. Really, obviously, having already been qualified, we just wanted to see where I stand.
Right.
And once we got word too that Laura Lee was jumping in, that was even better because there's your top 5, you know, minus what 3 we have Angelica, Etula, and Janet are not competing. So that's a really good gauge, a good ruler for us. And you can, if you watch the video back of prejudging, you'll see me look up, especially because Laura Lee's much taller than I am. And when they switched us, I had to keep it together, you know, because they're all just, one, obviously beautiful, stunning competitors. So that was a moment for me that showed me you made it. You're there and you got it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, and I've told this story. I said everybody was sleeping on you for Tampa, which I don't understand after Texas and Janet, right? So I was telling people at the athletes meeting on Thursday, everybody in their mind already had that the top 3 was going to be Jen, Laura Lee, and Isa.
Yeah.
They were just convinced. That's it. That's your
don't
top 3.
I mean,
end the story. One of them's going to win. All right.
If you look at stats, it makes sense. You know, it's a safe bet.
And I told everybody, I told every coach, you're all sleeping on Daraja. And I said, one of those 3 is going to end up in 4th place. Okay? I didn't predict who, what, where. I didn't know that part. Right? Every single coach told me I was crazy. All right? One coach goes, do you really think she could beat any of them? I go, anybody can be beaten on any day.
Yeah.
So yes. And again, the same thing. Any of those 3 can beat anybody else on any day.
Absolutely.
I said, but you're all sleeping on her. So when you were moved next to Isa, I was behind the camera with just a little smirk on my face that no one else could see.
Well, you like to be right.
I usually am.
It's true.
I know, people think it's crazy, but I've seen a few of these along the way.
Kind of knows what he's talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
So, literally, after prejudging, I did seek out a couple of coaches, and I went, and?
A little I told you so.
They didn't really want to talk to me.
Yeah.
But proof was there.
I showed up and
we
were on.
First off, going against Jen and Laura Lee is daunting enough, let's be honest.
Absolutely. Intimidating,
Okay?
for sure.
Absolutely. Anybody, and if you say that you're not nervous, you're lying.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know Issa was worried too. Everyone, and they were worried the same way.
Yeah.
They just weren't worried about you.
Which is actually fine. You know, it's kind of fun being the underdog. No one's really talking about you, and you get to work in silence.
Right.
And that's the best feeling.
But, now you're, like I said, you're right next to Issa.
Yeah.
Thing is, all four of you are about the same age.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So all four of you are going to be around a long time.
Yeah, we're
You're
kind of
all going to be battling.
that generation.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a future of bikini.
Yeah.
Right here. A lot of it was encapsulated right there.
Absolutely.
In Tampa.
It's a very cool feeling.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I just thought, what a great contest, and the fact that nobody saw you being put next to Issa, battling it out for first.
I don't even think I saw it, but.
And that's okay too. Sometimes going in without any expectations is the best, because the way I look at it is, once you have your qualification, this is just to see where things are.
Absolutely.
And now to get you to the Olympia.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that we built up a lot of really good momentum, and we'll see what happens with the Arnold, because I will not be doing an Arnold. And it's kind of a privilege to sit back and see what happens.
Yes, she applied for the Arnold, but wasn't accepted. That's how it goes. That's how things roll. They only took 10.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question would be, if they had, right after Texas, if they had said, hey, we want to have you come to the Arnold, what do you think you would have said? You think you would have said, yes, or, what, thanks, but no thanks for this year. You really didn't want me in the first place. I'm just going to wait for the Olympia.
I think that would have been enough time to add that to the show, add that to the line of shows, and I probably would have accepted, but at this point, it's a little late
Right.
to shift gears. But had they asked back in Texas, I would have said
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, we're doing this on the same day because you're seeing me in the same clothes. So we had Jordan here. We talked about on the boat, okay, for 8 hours, listening to all of you talk about hoping to get invited to the Arnold.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, and I knew who was and who wasn't.
Oh, you already knew.
Yes. All right?
Yeah.
And it was very difficult. Especially listening to you and in my head knowing that you weren't invited.
Yeah, because I was asking
You even asked me twice.
I was like, do I need to reapply? Yeah. You kept your poker face good though, because I had no idea.
It was tough. I had told Debbie that if she thought that I was going to break, that she could punch me, pinch me,
I bet she
kick
was
me.
over there giggling the whole time.
Like she was hoping.
Yeah.
But you know what? What I kept doing is, I said, to Jordan, I said, I think the reason we have 2/3 of the pictures from the boat is every time the Arnold's brought up, I'd be like, let's get some more pictures. Let's do, just get me a, because when you sat there and I could hear all of you down below too.
Yeah.
And that's, the whole talk was Arnold, which is fine.
Because we knew this list was going to be short. So it was a matter of who was going to be invited.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, like I said, they were just waiting to get for the men's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
The other 3 classes were already picked.
So it was supposed to be soon that they were going to announce it.
Right. Yeah. So it was tough.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But
it was tough not to break.
Well, I'm glad you kept it together.
Yes. Yeah, it would have ruined the whole thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, didn't ruin it. Well, either way.
It would have been maybe a different vibe, but we still had we had a blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the boat.
Let's talk about the boat.
The curly hair shoot. So what do you think? How'd you feel about that?
I want to do it again. When's the next one? I know you guys are already talking about it.
You are all talking about it.
We are all talking about it.
Yeah. Jordan jinxed me.
Did she?
You know that she put it in. She put it in the group text that
Well, it was
we'll
just
never
that
have
much-
another shoot like the curly hair shoot.
It was just that much fun. I mean, the energy was good. It was a blast, really. It kind of felt like a girls' weekend too, because some of us were in prep, but some were in off season or some had just started.
Well, I said you don't have to be in contest shape and photo shoot shape.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Which it made for a really nice look too.
Right.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
So, yeah, I think I think everybody worked well together.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was funny going through the pictures, how many people you actually shot with also.
Yes, I think I shot with everybody.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was so much fun. And I feel like some people might assume when you get that many girls together that there's going to be some cattiness, and it was none of that at all. None of that.
That's what everybody says. It was, I guess what they say, the perfect storm.
Yes, yes.
No divas.
No, not at all.
I think Serge is a diva, but he wasn't modeling. And I know you'll be watching this, Serge. So, best photo shoot ever?
I would have to say hands down.
Okay.
Both attendance.
Not because I'm standing here and I'm the one that photographed it.
And I'm not biased because I wasn't in it at all.
Right. No, but there was more than just the shooting. There was being at the hotel, going to dinner, everything, right?
I think dinner the first night was my favorite. Because that was the first time I had gotten a chance to see you and Debbie kind of go back and forth.
What do you mean go back and forth? That's just normal.
It was like family dinner. It was amazing. It was amazing, and it was something I will honestly, that will never leave my brain. It was a great part of the trip.
Well, I knew that I was on the losing end of no matter what.
Always.
So. Yeah. Anything that the seven of you did, you were gold with her.
Yes. I mean, it's Mama Debbie.
There you go. So, let's talk about the one thing that everyone's talking about since the shoot. Colossal.
See, I wasn't even going to bring it up.
And just for so everybody's know, Debbie's literally right behind the camera. Giving me a dirty look, right?
Burning holes through that hat you're wearing.
It's getting hot in here.
Yes.
Jazzy, that's all we gotta say.
We love her. I love her so much, man. Her energy is just magnetic.
Jazzy's the one that coined Colossal, that's all we have to say.
And it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
I'm sorry, Debbie.
See, how about where were we? Disneyland, the Colossal, whatever, the cheese, whatever I sent you?
Yes.
see it in menus and text it to everybody.
It was just too perfect. It was too perfect.
So.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
The photo you sent, though, was not colossal. Do you remember when I responded?
Yeah.
Because it was like this big.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have my glasses on, so I couldn't, no.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. All right, so now since Texas, and I've had some time from Tampa and everything, have you done anything different, or have you just been cruising right in from Texas now, just going to cruise right into the Olympia?
So, no cruising, because even though Tampa went better than I think we expected it would go, we could tell that there were just some areas, I think by myself, when you're looking at yourself, when you're by yourself, stage shots, you're like, wow, you've improved, you look amazing, but when you put yourself next to other girls, especially girls of that caliber,
right,
you notice weaknesses. And one of the weaknesses I noticed was that my glutes are just not quite as full. So that's been something that we've been working on, just to really fill out those glutes so that when I'm dialed in, they're not so teeny tiny.
Right.
Sitting next, and I'm also a shorter competitor too, so I feel like I'm just a very petite in general. So just trying to really make sure we bring in that extra pop from that back pose.
Right.
And really that's it. We've gotten great feedback as far as improving balance, because that was the biggest thing coming into this season, was making sure that we had that balance from top to bottom.
Right.
And we brought it.
Yeah.
So just fine tuning, but maybe some slight cruising so that we don't come in too dialed in, nice and full, but
right.
That means we get to eat.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you were here this weekend for the NPC North Americans, which is where you qualified to turn pro 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In what was the largest NPC bikini contest ever. What was. Okay. Last year, I sent her a text, don't worry, your records, your title still holds there, because they didn't have the same numbers in 2020 as they did whenever.
I can breathe.
But now this year.
Yeah. Not a bad thing though, because that's, I mean, considering everything that's happened with, just, you know, how this year has gone, how last year went, to see those numbers rise is amazing.
Yeah. So the competitor that won, I had told her that, and she's like, what?
Kind of the same way I looked at you
when
I won. Yeah.
Yeah, so I explained it to her, and I explained how you know, the last time it was that big was whenever you won.
Well, yeah, but now she has, I mean, I wonder what she's going to do with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you set the bar high.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
she's got to follow your lead.
I don't want to put that on her.
Why not? It's the same contest.
It is the same contest.
It's not putting anything on her. It should be motivational.
Well, remember what my response when you told me that I had lost my record. I have to top it now. I have to win the largest title there is, which is the Bikini Olympia. So.
See?
Yeah, taking that one step further.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. What?
Well, we'll see.
Listen.
We got 5 weeks.
Listen, if you're not going into the Olympia to win it, then why are you in it?
Well, last year, you asked me that question, and I wasn't as sure, and I was a little more, I think, more intimidated than I am this year. And
because you've been there, like you said, now you know what to expect, different things.
And we got feedback, we did it, and we
Right.
accomplished and worked on what the judges asked us to work on. So this year I'm more excited than anything, and I feel really good. I'm really looking forward to this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good. So is there anyone else you want to give a shout out to before we
obviously, my coach, Paul Ravello with Team Pro Physique, because without him, I mean, he's the one driving right now. And obviously, my team and my fiance, Keith, because he puts up with all of that prep stuff, the mood swings, the hangry, and obviously anyone that's left just the sweetest comments and messages and supporting me. It truly does mean so much more than I can ever tell you, because that's part of what I hope I can do, is to have that positive influence and impact on somebody, and to have people tell me that I inspire them and I motivate them, and I've encouraged them to maybe step on the stage for the first time. I mean, that's, to me, it's humbling, and it gives me chills, because yeah, I love it. So, yeah, thank you.
All right, well, good. Well, Jay and Manion,
Daraja Hill.
we will see you in Orlando at the 2021 Bikini Olympia.
Yes.
Signing out for NPCNewsOnline.com.